Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to discuss some of the most important things you need to keep in mind when you are trading. You know that when we have a bull market, people love trading altcoins. That is why Binance became so huge during the past bull market, because everyone was trying to get a piece of some kind of exotic asset. Everyone wanted to trade some kind of altcoin. But then when the bear market comes and we enter slightly bearish times, now nobody cares about altcoins. Instead, everyone tries to stack sats and increase their position by trading on leverage exchanges, basically trading Bitcoin in order to get more Bitcoin. But the issue is that many people are simply not experienced enough to do it properly. Many people don't know how to use BitMEX, for example, which is the largest platform. Many people don't understand the interface, and many people don't understand the risks. And obviously trading is a big part of crypto as a whole. Many people who join crypto, they want to trade, they want to invest, and if you're honest with yourself, there is a good chance that you also have been very excited about trading cryptocurrencies, and that's why you're here as well. And that's totally fine, as long as you understand how it works and you get the correct education and you get the correct mindset and the correct risk management. Now, the issue is that many of these platforms, for example BitMEX, they're simply not user-friendly. When you are a newcomer to the space, you have no clue how BitMEX works, because BitMEX provides you some very complicated financial instruments. Perpetual contracts, which you trade on BitMEX, they're very complicated financial instruments, and you don't get a good, clean user interface. Just look at this. Imagine this is your first day trading and you log into BitMEX and you see something like this. I mean, you have no clue what it is. You have no clue how this is laid out, and so therefore it's practically impossible for new people to make good decision or to even understand how this works without making some mistakes. By simply not understanding what all of these options and buttons mean in the BitMEX interface. Another big risk that most people don't understand is the fact that when you are trading on leverage exchange, you might not be able to get in and out of trades. So for example, BitMEX has been notorious for shutting down. They shut down whenever there is a volume spike, they shut down whenever there is a lot of trading activity, because their infrastructure cannot handle a lot of activity. And you understand that it can be devastating, it can be terrible if you cannot get the right trades into the market in time. You cannot exit positions, you might be completely liquidated, your whole account can be completely wiped out if you don't get there in time and you can remove your position, for example. And obviously on top of that, if you are new to trading and you're just starting out, you have to understand that risk management is the #1 key thing you need to be keeping in mind. If you don't have risk management, you will be wiped out. Your account will be wiped out completely, because you will be making bets and trades that are simply too risky in a way that you don't even understand. And here's where the problem with bad user interface comes in, because most people make trades and don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what kind of trade they're putting in. They don't even know how the fee structure is. They don't even know how much they're paying for that, and so on and so forth. That is #1. And then obviously #2, you might have the best, the absolute most brilliant risk management in the world if you cannot access your account because the exchange is being shut down, because it is being overloaded of transactions, like we're seeing with BitMEX all the time. It doesn't matter, you will still be wiped out completely. And this is exactly why we have onboarded our sponsors Bityard, because the whole mission of Bityard is to make the user interface and experience easier and smoother for beginners. That is why their core message is complex contracts, simple trading. That is their motto they live by. And what's important is that they do have good guides for beginners. So for example, before you start, obviously you should understand what are contracts. You should know what you're doing. You should know what you are trading, because when you are using BitMEX, when you are using Bityard and other platforms, you're actually trading contracts, and you need to know what that is. You need to understand what's the important thing with contracts, why do you use them, and what are the different use cases. So for example, you can hedge risk, you can speculate on market direction, or you can stabilize price fluctuations. So there are a lot of different things you could do by utilizing this financial instrument. Learn all about the fees, read all of this before you actually take your first move, because if you don't understand what you're doing, it will be not beneficial in the long term. Education education, guys. And by the way, speaking about the fees, here is where Bityard is truly trying to outperform everyone else in this market. Because when you're trading with leverage, you need to understand that you're not paying the fee based on your collateral, you're paying the fee based on your volume, which means that when you have, let's say, $100 collateral and you trade with $1,000 because you use leverage, you're paying the fee based on this number, not based on that number. So this is, for example, a thing that most people don't realize. Most people don't think about this because they don't get a clear representation of how much they're paying and what is the fee based on. Bityard is trying to change that by being more clear, more transparent, and also by offering lower fees compared to BitMEX and also compared to other participants in this leverage trading game. A big difference between Bityard and BitMEX is the fact that Bityard actually supports several different cryptocurrencies for deposits and withdrawals. So you know that on BitMEX you can only do your business using Bitcoin and that's it. While Bityard has way more assets and they support way more cryptocurrencies. So you just have a more flexible and more open approach to trading on Bityard. Another important part of Bityard is that they do have their own token, kind of like Binance, have Binance coin, kind of like Hobby, have Hobby token, OKX have their own coin, and right now leverage exchanges are also starting to get the hang of it and try to reward their community, try to build their community around the token because they see the power of decentralization and community. And you know that when people get incentivized by tokens, they support the exchange, they support this whole ecosystem, and the exchange grows stronger. That is why right now almost all exchanges have some kind of token because they want to build communities, they want to have loyal customers, and having a token is one of the best ways of doing that. So it will be very interesting to see exactly what they will do and how their token will play out. Another key benefit of this exchange is the fact that they have a very generous affiliate program. So basically, if you refer people to them, you give them more clients, they will share their profits with you. And this could be good, for example, if you have friends and they are interested in crypto and you know that everyone will be interested in crypto when the bull market truly hits. And you can basically tell them, hey, if you use my link, you can get 60% cheaper trading because I will give you the money for your trades because I get 60%, or you share it, or whatever you're doing. But it's basically the fact that Bityard is generous and they share their profits. So if you have friends, you can just give the money to them. If you have someone else you refer, you can either keep it for yourself or give it back to them, share the profits with them. All in all, this is very important in terms of reaching a wide audience. Affiliate is something that is key to so many business models. Tesla have an affiliate program. So for example, if you refer people to buy Teslas, you get a cut. Obviously you can refer your friends and family and Teslas become cheaper for them. Exactly what I explained here. Amazon have affiliate program. Everyone who is successful in this world in terms of business usually have some kind of affiliate program. So that is why Bityard, they're being very generous and sharing up to 16% of commission on all trades. And this is very important also in terms of real-time settlement. Everything gets settled in real time and you can get your funds very, very quickly. And this is more generous than most other exchanges. It's also important to note that while Bityard is amazing for beginners, it's also very, very good for professionals. They do have advanced tools. They do have everything you need to trade both professionally on the high level and also when you're just starting out and you want an easy way to understand how this works and start putting in your trades. So that being said, guys, check out Bityard and thank you so much, Bityard, for sponsoring our episode.